Welcome into another episode of Tailgate Talk SEC. I am Will Thomas. We've got some more transfer portal updates for you guys today. So I got 3 names and 2 categories. I got 3 guys who have recently entered the portal, who I do think are going to be, big names to watch and big contributors at a higher level. And then also just updates on 3 guys who are already in the portal, where people are where they're linked to go next, what schools are after them. So let's just get right into it. It'll be a quick one, just another one of these quick hitting transfer portal videos for you guys. So first off, Gavin Sawchuk, a running back from FSU. He spent his first 3 years at Oklahoma, this last year in Tallahassee, and now he's hitting the portal again. But this year he had 109 carries for 486 yards and 8 scores. He's really an experienced backfield piece, right? This will be his 5th year this upcoming season in college. I don't know if he's a RB1 kind of guy at a power school. I think that if he does stay at the power levels, he's going to be able to provide depth and stability in the backfield at a high caliber program. But it's really up to what he thinks is best for him. I think he can go start in the group of 5, group of 6. But the question is then, is that how he wants to spend his potentially last year of college, or does he want to stay at the power level, probably just be a rotational guy? We'll see what Sawchuk does. And then Xavier Chaplin out of Auburn, he transferred in there this year to be an offensive tackle, and now he's looking for a new home after year number 1. Auburn's offensive line as a whole really wasn't anything to brag about this past season, but I'm not ready to say that Chaplin was a big reason for that. I think he's a really good player. He's got a great frame, and he should be decently coveted in the portal as a pass blocker. And then just 10 minutes before I started recording this video, Jayden Woods, true freshman from Florida, coming off the edge, hit the portal. This kid is a stud. I mean, he is one of the most important retentions on the defensive side of the ball for John Summerall. And for right now, it looks like it's not going to work. Now, obviously, we've seen guys enter the portal and then re-sign. That is on the table for Jayden Woods. But if he leaves, man, someone's getting an absolute animal. Like I said, as a true freshman, he had 3.5 sacks, a forced fumble, and a pick. Just watching the tape, obviously he wasn't in for a majority of the snaps, given he was a true freshman, and it was Billy Napier coaching this team for half the year, for crying out loud. But I mean, just watching the tape, he has the potential, if he hasn't already realized that potential, to be a total game wrecker, week in and week out. So wherever he ends up, he will not be transferring down. If he's leaving, he's going to be at a big-time school because it's the kind of player that he is. So Jayden Woods in the portal out, coming off the edge, he is a massive name to watch because if he leaves, whether he does end up leaving or he does end up staying, big name that's going to be talked about in the portal. And 3 guys who are already in, we've got some updates on him here. First is Caleb Hawkins, the running back from North Texas. He is just an absolutely terrifying talent at over 1,800 total yards this season. I think it was 29 touchdowns. So he's going to immediately be a contributor wherever he goes. And the 3 schools that seem to be linked to him are Texas, Oklahoma, and Oklahoma State. For Texas, they've lost 4 running backs to the portal already. And they've been going after Jayden Ball. Right, and their side is decently confident in in their stance with Jayden Ball, but now they're also linked to Caleb Hawkins. Now, that is not, in my mind, like they're not getting Ball anymore. That's not what that means, because teams need more than one running back. So Texas is trying to assemble a backfield of Jayden Ball and Caleb Hawkins. Are you kidding me? Like, that would be broken. But then Oklahoma State's in there, because that's where Eric Morris is going. That's where we think Drew Mestemaker might go, following their coach to Stillwater. And then Oklahoma. Also, Oklahoma's still trying to figure out their offensive identity. They want to know what they can lean on to be able to move the ball consistently next year because Venables knows his defense will be good, but they need talent on the offensive side of the ball. Hawkins would be a big add for Oklahoma. I'd put them at 3rd right now if I were to grade these schools out in terms of where I think Hawkins might go. And I think Texas and Oklahoma State, it's really up to what Hawkins thinks. In his mind, does he want to go to the better opportunity at Texas, or does he want to follow his coach, follow what he knows at Oklahoma State? We will see. Next up, Sam Leavitt, Arizona State quarterback in the portal. He's linked to both Oregon and LSU. Now, Dante Moore's decision of whether he's going to stay one more year or go pro, it really looms large over this quarterback domino effect that we have in the transfer portal coming. And Pete Nakos of On3 says that Leavitt's going to command $3 to $5 million this year. He's one of the most coveted portal quarterbacks of the well over 100 that are in there right now. So he's linked to both Oregon and LSU. And another quarterback who's got LSU links in the portal at this point is Florida's DJ Lagway. So LSU, it seems like they're kind of going to have their pick, I would imagine. Let me take that back. If Dante Moore stays at Oregon, LSU has their pick. If the Oregon spot opens up, I could see Leavitt preferring Oregon over LSU, but also Dylan Raiola was maybe getting some Oregon buzz. There's a lot going on. But like I said, that downtown domino really does loom large. But anyways, DJ Lagway, LSU, Baylor, and Louisville are the 3 schools that are currently linked to him. Miami was in there at first, but they've kind of faded out. So LSU, right, they may want Sam Leavitt over DJ Lagway. They may want Lagway over Leavitt. No one really knows right now. But we'll see. Time will tell there. I think he could go home to Texas, play for Baylor, be back in his home state. I don't really get the Louisville fit. To me, that doesn't really seem like a DJ Lagway situation. I could see him at LSU in Lane's offense. I could see him at Baylor in the Big 12, just back in his home state doing that. The Louisville match doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me, but I have been wrong about things before. So maybe that's where he ends up, and maybe it works out very well. But for Lagway, it's LSU, Baylor, and Louisville. And for Sam Leavitt, similar market with LSU, but he's also linked to Oregon, and we'll see what Dante Moore does. So that's all I got right now. It's another one of these quick transfer portal update videos, trying to do one of these every other day just about, because it is hard to keep up with. But we're doing our best here to try and keep you guys up to date. So if you did enjoy the video, please subscribe. Please follow me on Twitter. Thank you for watching this episode of Tailgate Talk SEC. I have been Will Thomas, and I will see you next time.